News.mc on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Bringing you news on Monaco's economy, culture, sports and more. Welcome to News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Coming up on News.mc, discover past week's top stories and meet the people who make Monaco.
I'm Davide Parmigiani. I am the core chairman of Monaco Legend Group, and you're watching News.mc on Monaco Info.
What's been making headline in the past week? His Serene Highness Prince Albert continued his official engagements in France after Monaco's 20th anniversary as a Council of Europe member, visiting the National Automobile Museum in Mulhouse and Belfort on October 3rd. At the museum, he explored the From Monaco to Mulhouse exhibition, which includes cars from his personal collection. In Belfort, the Prince toured significant sites including the Town Hall and Alstom factory, and showed interest in the Belhinov hydrogen production unit focused on decarbonising local buses. He also unveiled the Grimaldi Historic Sites of Monaco sign, marking Belfort's membership in the association. On Saturday, October 5th, His Serene Highness Prince Albert took part in the 19th Francophonie Summit in France, focused on youth employment under the theme Creating, Innovating and Enterprising in French. He emphasized the French language's role in uniting communities and stressed the importance of prioritizing youth, as 60% of the Francophone population is under 35. This followed Monaco's participation in the 46th Ministerial Conference of La Francophonie, where the significance of fostering creativity and innovation in French was highlighted. Prince Albert also discussed strengthening economic ties with Andorra and preparations for the 2025 Games of the Small States of Europe. On the sidelines of the 19th Francophonie Summit, Monaco's Minister of External Relations and Cooperation, Isabelle Berroamade, and Burundi's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Albert Shingiro, signed a cooperation framework agreement on Saturday, October 5th. The agreement aims to enhance their historic partnership by focusing on health, education, child protection, food security, and access to decent work, aligning with Burundi's national development goals. Berroamade will visit Burundi later this month for further discussions. Monaco has long supported development projects in Burundi, contributing to improved living conditions in the country. Monaco has reinforced its dedication to safety and justice with the recent appointment of Samuel Vuelta-Simon as the new Secretary of State for Justice, succeeding Sylvie Petit-Leclerc. Vuelta-Simon, a former public prosecutor in Toulouse and an expert in combating drug trafficking, financial crime and organized crime, brings extensive experience and strategic vision to his role. Vuelta-Simon's expertise has already been demonstrated in high-profile cases, like the conviction of 2 drug traffickers, showcasing Monaco's zero-tolerance approach to crime. Monaco launched the 24th edition of the Assises de la Sécurité on Tuesday, October 8th, a major cybersecurity event attracting 3,300 participants worldwide. In his opening speech, Minister of State Didier Guillaume emphasized the growing threat of cyber attacks and the need for collective action to combat them. The event features 180 global security partners and startups, highlighting international concern over cybercrime. Guillaume outlined Monaco's commitment to cybersecurity, referencing the Principality's adherence to international conventions and updated legislation aimed at protecting critical infrastructure. He also announced the expansion of Monaco's Fonds Bleu to support digital transformation and data security, particularly in the health sector. The first edition of Roquethon, an event dedicated to raising awareness about pet abandonment, took place on Saturday at the Fontvieille Marché in Monaco. Organised by the Roquethon Association, the event was highlighted by the presence of Princess Charlene and her chihuahua, Kita. The day featured various activities, including a pet-friendly walk, art exhibitions, and educational presentations by veterinarians and other experts. The event successfully raised awareness of the rising issue of pet abandonment, with proceeds supporting the cause. Roquethon's strong turnout and support have paved the way for future editions. Monaco's Roca team secured a second EuroLeague victory, overcoming a shaky start to defeat Maccabi Tel Aviv 85-79 at home. Despite struggling in the first half and missing key players Nick Kalathis and Furkan Korkmaz, Monaco turned the game around in the second half, thanks to strong performances from Mike James and Elia Kobo, who scored all 17 of his points after the break. The win, achieved under challenging conditions, with lower attendance due to bad weather and heightened security, sets up a tougher test against Barcelona on Wednesday, October 16th. Next up, our exclusive interview with the personalities driving the Principality.
I'm Davide Parmigiani. I am the core chairman of Monaco Legend Group.
I was in love with watches since I was a child. When I was 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, I already had my little collection of watches. Of course, they were digital watches or little watches for no venues, but I had like you have little cars when you're a kid. I loved cars. I had a collection of models of cars, I was taking cars, any kind of cars all over. And I always was trying to get watches and put the watches together. It was a love already from really the beginning. I'm specialized only in vintage collectible watches of high level and important manufacturers, and I see no crisis in this actually field. Every year it's more difficult to find nice pieces in our market. So the moment you can suggest high level quality and rare manufacturer and rare pieces, you can be absolutely sure is going to be a safe investment. The mass market of the modern watches, of course, commands all the economic market of the industry, but the vintage market is a very small niche that can only grow in the future because, as I told you, it's difficult to find nice pieces, it's difficult to find rare watches, and is growing the quantity of people that wants to enrich themselves, giving themselves a present of something very nice. The clients, they more and more enjoy the auction style of business. They enjoy to go at auctions, they enjoy to buy at auctions. The business is moving completely online. People likes to buy on the telephone, they like to click and own the piece immediately. I was considering to join an auction house, and I was looking at auction houses in Geneva because that was the main place where I used to develop the business. When Claude Cohen offered me the opportunity to come to Monaco and joining in his auction house that he founded, actually was something that came at the right time, the right moment, for me. Monaco offers an incredible energy for the business, and it's developing continuously, and for me becoming more and more attractive for any kind of lifestyle if you want to choose. Also, the safety in Monaco is something very important. For the business that I do, it is probably the first thing that I chose when I decided to come here, because I felt like here I could really work with the quietness you need, to handle the kind of business we have. And the moment we make 2 live auctions per year, and we just started our online auction, but the target is to grow in the online. So our real target is to make 4 to 5 online auctions per year. And at the moment remain on the 2 live auctions because they became in the world of collectors, they became a very important event. The auctions of Monaco Legends now is the place to be. It's the place where every collector wants to be in October and April. My feeling with Monaco Legend is that it is a very, very powerful company. And the potential of growth of Monaco Legend is enormous. We have the knowledge, we have the experience, we have the professionalism, and definitely we know where the merchandise is, because as I told you, I've been doing collections for 38 years. So we know where the merchandise is sitting, which is the most difficult things for other auction houses, to go and find the watches, to go and find the rarities. I think the opportunities of Monaco Legend to grow either in Monaco and also internationally, are enormous. And I think now with also this new joint venture that we made with Corrado Mattarelli, maybe it's the beginning of expanding a team and making a legacy of experts that are going to come to work with us, and absolutely the auction house has the powerful to become possibly among the first in the market.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching News.mc, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover the full interview and more stories on our websites, News.mc and MonacoInfo.com. Next week we will receive Francesco Grosoli, CEO at CMB Monaco. This show is intended to provide a summary of the past week's top stories for the English-speaking audience in Monaco. For daily and real-time news updates, please visit MonacoInfo.com in French or News.mc in English. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.